Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video will be on this plaited skirt. If you haven't seen a video of this waistcoat, please check it out. It's on in my channel, and I'll try to put in the description box. So let's get straight into the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do where to subscribe. So for this tutorial, I made use of 1 yard, 1.5 yard. So that means you'll be joining yours, but if I didn't join it because my fabric is as long as I wanted it to be. It just is the remaining of this fabric that I have, so you'll be needing 1.5 yards. So I've gone ahead to cut out the band for this skirt. So for the band, for the width of it, I have 5 inches, so it depends on how wide you want your band to be. And then for the length, I have my waist measurement divided by 2 plus 2 inches. So this time is for a 8 to 9 year old, so the waist is 30 inches, so that's why what I cut out there. And then for the skirt part of it, I tripled the waist measurement, and also this depends on how full you want your plating to be. So I'm going to go ahead and hem the lower part. Once I am done with that, I'll bring in the band and then fold it into two, wrong side facing each other, and then stitch it down so that it will be in place while we plait on it. So this is what we have after I was done with it, with the band and also with hemming the skirt as well. So I'll bring in the band, I'll turn it to the way I want to use for the right side, which is this side, and I'll bring in the skirt part. I will also turn it, that's front facing front. That's what we are doing at this point. Then I'll place it this way. I'll first of all stitch down my zipper area. Remember we added 2 inches, so 1 inch on both sides. So I'll start making my place. So I'll be using about 1.5 inches place. So this is how I'll be placing mine. And don't worry, we're going to go to the machine and you see how we do this properly. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do where to hit on subscribe, join the growing family. And to my old subscribers, I say thank you very much for all your support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends. So just like I mentioned earlier, I'll first of all stitch down on my zipper area. Then I will start my plating, and I said I'll be using 1.5 inch plate as I plate. You can do 1 inch or more than 1 inch, depends on how big and full you want it to be. So I'll continue the plating this way until I get to the end. And remember, at the other end, do not plait on your zipper allowance so that your zipper is not bulky as by the time you attach your zipper. You can as well measure your plates so that you'll be sure that it has uniform place on every side. So this is what we have after I was done. The pattern on this fabric is not allowing us to see the plates very well, but when you look at it, you see by the time we iron it, it's going to lay flat and well as we want it to be. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to attach our zipper. So I'm going to fold the zipper area from the hem side, and then I'll stitch down by 1 inch. Remember we added 1 inch, so I'll stitch it down to where my zipper allowance stops. So I'll just measure because I'm using a short zipper, and I'll stop wherever my zipper will be able to accommodate. So once I am done with that, I'll open up the skirt from the band, and I'll do with the zip front facing front, and I'll attach the zip. The way I attach my zip is that one of my machine foot will be on top of the zipper teeth, so that by the time I stitch it down, it's looking very well, that the zipper is not like exposed. So I'll stitch it down, making sure that the zipper is centralized on the allowance that we left. Once I get to the end, I'll then bring in the other band. I'm trying to make sure that this band aligns by the time I'm done stitching it down. So I'll make sure that I align it very well, and I'll pin it down. Then I'll flip the skirt from the hem side so that we'll stitch the other side of it. I'll stitch it down from the beginning to the end. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to hide the remaining of this zipper. If you are using an inseam finishing, must have or you've seen my video, you must have seen how to do this. But because this is just a simple way of making skirt, I'm just going to top stitch it. And that's it for this skirt. I hope you find value in it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to watch my ads. Thank you.